Very good evening, guys. So, I hope that all of you have joined the session, and I see many of them are still joining slowly. So, we'll wait for 2 or 3 minutes. Till then, we'll discuss about some other things about the drive, and then we'll start with the programs. So, first thing, I hope all of you are solving the problems every day, and I hope that you are solving extra problems, searching from internet and solving it as well. In case if is anyone solving through HackerRank or HackerEarth or any of the other platforms, I just want you to put a yes in the chat box so that I know that you guys are actually exploring more things and you're solving it. So whoever has been solving, just put a yes in the chat box so that I know that you are actually solving more things and you are getting prepared every day. Only Nagesh has put yes. Yes or no? Yes. So I see many of them are putting yes. But what I would have expected is some 50 plus people saying yes. Why I am saying this is because there is a reason behind this. The number of candidates attending this session is somewhere around 100 to 200. It's varying every day. But if you'd seen the number of openings in Mindtree, the number of openings is 600. Yesterday, someone was asking in the Mindtree session, which was conducted at 3 o'clock, how many openings are there, but they didn't reveal you guys. But the number of openings is more than the candidates. So it doesn't mean that they will simply recruit you. You have to clear the rounds. But the good thing over here is once you clear the first round, the second and the third round would be very easy for you guys. They will try to push you inside. And that's the reason. And one more thing, in case if you guys had observed in that session which was conducted, there was one student who had actually, I mean, is not a student, he is a software engineer who had passed out at 2016. So that guy had come and told you guys how good Mindtree is. It's just he's saying how good it is so that he's impressing you guys to be there. So if they are doing so much of things, then definitely there are more requirements. Otherwise, the company will not market themselves to hire anyone. But they are marketing themselves to hire you guys. Means definitely there is more openings. If you put more efforts now, definitely you'll be able to crack. And I want you guys to crack it now. Because you really don't know whether other companies also have, or will you be getting opportunity like this again and again, because this is a pandemic situation. You know how the situation is. At the same time, the number of job openings have reduced in the past 1 year. So definitely there is some hardship over here. So I want you guys to prepare well and clear it now itself. So anyways, let's move further. One more thing, one more concern that I had seen from your side is many of them were saying that I am eligible for my entry, but I have not got the mail or something like that. So in case if you have not got any mail, today the form will be posted again. And I want you guys to fill that form, those who have not got the mail. And in case if you are eligible at the same time. In case even if your friends were there and if they have not got, inform them as well. So that they, because I don't know whether they are attending today's session or not. And after that, we will verify whether you are eligible manually. We will verify one by one and then get back to you. In case still if you are not able to get, whoever is posting the messages in group, you can personally put the messages to the people who are posting from our side, so that they will take down your name and they will check whether you are eligible or not, and immediately a mail would be shooted to you guys. So this is all I wanted to say. Definitely the form would be posted later on. So now let's start with the questions. So the first question is something like this. So this is the question. Count the number of uppercase, lowercase numbers and special characters in a given string. So over here, if you observe the input, PASS @12. So if you observe, there is one uppercase, there are three lower cases, two numbers and one special character. So that is what you have to print, and you have to print in the same format. This is what you have to do. Now how to do this? Let's see step by step. Now before I solve this problem, what I want to do is I will get my editor over here and I will show you few more things. What is that? I will show you. So first I have got my editor over here. Now, in case of Mindtree, or not just Mindtree, there might be other companies also which would expect these things. And what is that? If you ask me, this is what it is. For example, this particular thing, is the code for you to reverse a string. Now, in case if you write all the code in the same method, then it's not a good practice to write it like this. Every logical thing has to be done in a different method. So today we'll see how to write different methods as well. At the same time, there is one more thing that I wanted to say. For example, when you take a string class, I mean, this is a string class. I mean, over here I've told a string. There is a class called a string in Java as well. So in that particular class, there are so many different methods. We have seen certain methods, that is caret method, that is length method. These are the two methods that you have seen. One more we have seen, that is equals method. Three methods you have seen. But there is not only three methods, there are more than 20 methods which is present in such string class. Now, interviewers will expect something like this. That is, for example, there is a method which will convert all the lowercase characters to uppercase, or all the uppercase characters to lowercase. So they will say you not to make use of that method, and you have tried the logic on your own. Or they might say, see, this length is going to give you the length of a string. They will say you, don't make use of this, but directly find the length without making use of this. Is that possible or not? That is definitely possible by making one or the other way. Which is that way? I would like to give a hint today, so that I want you guys to go and solve it. And whatever you have solved, I would like to see that in the WhatsApp group, but I'm not saying anything as of now. So the hint is exception handling and while loop. This is the hint, to find the length of a string without making use of the method length. This is the hint that I have given. I want you guys to solve. You see, in case if you have got the logic now, it means if you have understood what could be the code, I want you to put a yes in the chat box. In case if you have not understood what the code could be, you can put the no in the chat box. If majority of them put no, then I will be solving it tomorrow, or I'll be giving you the code. Yes or no? So I see many of you are saying no. A few are saying yes. Okay, fine. Anyways, I'll be putting that code in the WhatsApp groups. That would be done tomorrow. But what I want you to do is, before doing that, I want you guys to go and see the while loop, how it works, and at the same time exception handling as well. The basics of exception handling, at least the try and the catch block, at least I want you to do so much. So now first let's come back over here. So over here, what I want to do is, if you see this much of the code, this much of the code is nothing but the code to reverse a string. So this much of code I will not write here. Rather, what I will do is, I will write this separately somewhere. And after that, I will call that particular method, and that method will perform all of this, and that method will return me reverse string. If I want to give a simple example, it's something like this. User gives the main method. It will give a string as a main method to this particular method. The user would give a string to this particular method. Now what happens is, this method is solving it, but now this method will not solve it. Rather, it will have one more assistant for itself. And the job of that assistant is to take the string from the main method, reverse the string, and then give it back to the main method. So I need to create that assistant first. Means I need to create a method. So if I have to create that method, I will create inside the same class. So where I will create, if you ask me, I will create at the start. So press enter. Yes. So over here I'll be creating. Press one more enter. Yes. Over here I'll be creating. Now whenever if I have to create a method, there are different things. There are something called as instance method, static method, all these things. All these things I won't be discussing now. I want you guys to go and watch in the OOPS concepts. So now what I'll do is, I'll say public, because if you observe the main method over here, I've said public static void main. Main is the name of the method. Same way I will say public static, I've told static void, and after that I can give any name. Over here it is main. Over here, what is it I need to say? Why it is called as main? Because this is the main method. Means the user will be giving input, or always the control first comes to the main. It's something like a team lead. Now over here, what I will do is, I want to reverse a string. So I will name the method also as reverse. So I'll say reverse. I will open the brackets, close the brackets. After that, I will open the brackets and close the brackets. Now what I need to do is, this particular logic, whatever I have written over here, this is actually reversing the string. So this logic, I will cut it from here. And what I'll do is, I'll paste it over here. Yes, this is what I'm doing. Now there is a problem in this case. Now user has given string s to the main method over here. Now main method knows what s is, but who is reversing the string? Reverse is reversing, but the reverse string doesn't know what s is. You have written yes and yes over here, but it doesn't know what yes is. So what you have to do is, whatever is given to the main method should give it to this. So if the main method gives it to this, then definitely this should collect it. Now how will it collect, if you ask me? There is something called as parameters. So in the parameters it will be collecting. So I'll collect yes. So I'll say yes over here. Now not just yes, I need to say what is the type of this. So the type of this is nothing but string. So I need to say string over here. So I told string over here. Yes, this is all I have to do. Now what it does is, it is creating a new string called as t. After that it's doing some logic, and after that it would have reversed the string. Now the reverse string will be present inside t. Now don't you think whatever result is there over here that is present inside t, that t should be given back to the main method? Obviously, if this has to be given back to the main method, because main method doesn't know what t is now. So what happens is, calm down, press enter. So if this has to return t to this, then over here the method should say return. Now what does this statement return do, if you ask? It will return to the person who has given that. So what it returns is, it will return t and put colon. So now how the control works, if you ask me, this is how it works. When the user starts the code, it will not start from here. Rather, it will start from main itself. In main, what I'm doing, first I'm creating a scanner object. After that, I'm taking a string from the user. Now what I need to do is, I've taken the string. Now I need to call the reverse, because this is the person who is reversing the string. So I'll call this reverse. How do I call, if you ask me? Over here, I'll say reverse. Over here, I've told reverse. Now this reverse, if you observe, it's accepting something. So it's expecting a string. So what I will do is, I'll pass that string. So what is the name of the string that I need to pass is yes. So I'll say yes over here. I'll put semicolon. Now, whenever I say reverse like this, the controller directly go over here. Now it start executing from here. It will say t, and after that it will reverse the string by making use of the loop, which we have already seen yesterday. And after that it's returning t. Now this is returning something. This has to be collected over here. So I will collect inside a variable called as t itself. So I'll say t is equal to yes. After that, this t, whatever I have written, is of type string. So I'll say string. Yes. Till here, I hope everything is fine. But still, if you ask me whether the code is right or not, definitely this code is wrong. Why the code is wrong? There is one error which it's going to give. What is that error? I will explain. But before that, let me execute and show you this. So I'm taking to the output window. First, let me compile the code. So Java C and the name of the Java file. Yes. Press enter. If you observe, it's saying return t. And after that, unexpected return value. Means it's saying that it has not expected to return this. Why, I will say you. Let me go back to the code. What has happened over here is, it says it was not expecting this to be returned. Why? Because over here, whatever you see as void, this is called as return type. Means whatever you are returning, what is the type it's asking. So in case if you are not returning anything, then the type is void. Means void means basically nothing. Same way, if you see over here, if you see in this main method, have you written any return statement over here? Anywhere can you see return? No, you cannot see return. So that's the reason it is written void over here. But over here, if you observe in this particular method, you have written something, and that is t. And the type of t is nothing but string. So over here, you need to say string, because that is the type that you are returning. So I will say string over here. Yes, in uppercase, string. I hope this is clear. All that I need to do is, I need to say the type of whatever I am returning. That's all. Now let me save this and check whether it's working or not. So over here, I'll first compile the code. Yes, it's not showing me any error if you observe. Now what I'll do is, I'll run the code. I'll press enter. You know what the code does. It will just reverse the string. I will say A, B, C, D, E, F. Just press enter. Again, it's giving me some error. and the error says index out of bounds exception. Why does this come? Why? I will let you know. First, let me take back you to the code. It is saying string index out of bounds exception. I want you guys to say that particular mistake is actually present somewhere over here. I want you guys to say, because I have already written this code, there is a small change I have done in the code. Small, very minute. Just two keys is what I need to type. What is that mistake? You say me, so that I know that you are concentrating in the class. How many of them are saying? Some 4 to 5 people have answered this. It's very simple. I have told the value of I is starting from s dot length. But yesterday, if you had observed, I didn't start from s dot length. I had started from s dot length minus 1. Because if for example, if I have 3 characters in a string, then index values will be 0, 1, and 2. So the last index is 2, not 3. But I am saying over here as 3. So it is out of bound. That's the reason it's giving me out of bounds exception. So all I have to do is minus 1. That's all. Very small mistake. Fine. Save this and let's go back. Yes. Over here, let me first compile the code. Yes. No error. Let me run the code. Yes. Now definitely you'll get that is A, B, C, D, E, F. Yes. Press enter. You have got the reverse string. I hope till here it's completely clear to you guys. So let me go back to the code now. So I hope how to create a method is completely clear to you guys. Next, what I will do is, let me go back to the particular question, whichever we had seen, that is to count the number of characters, count the number of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and special characters. Before doing that, let me disable this code. And then I would like to take it. Now, for example, I want you guys to understand, whatever you type in the keyboard, all of that you type is considered as a character. You take A, that is a character. You take 1, that is also considered as a character. You take $, that's also considered as character. You take at the rate, that's also considered as character. If you take single quote, that's also a character. If you take dot, that's also a character. In case of A, there are 2 types of A. One is lowercase and other one is uppercase, or small and capital. So I'm going to put all of them down. So when I take character, there is something called as alphabets. So I'm showing you what there is something called as alphabets. Apart from that, there is something called as numbers. And apart from that, there is something called as special characters. So these are the different categories. Apart from these categories, you don't have any other category. If you think that there is there, you can put that in the chat box. I will see that. Now, apart from this, what is there if you ask me? In case of alphabet itself, there is 2 things. One is uppercase and the other one is lowercase. So I have 2 categories in alphabet itself. Next, in numbers, there is no different categories. In special characters also no categories. If you want to categorize, you can categorize it. But over here, when it comes to uppercase, it starts from a certain range to a certain range. That is uppercase A to uppercase C. That is where it starts, and that's what I'm showing you over here. Next, when it comes to lowercase, over here also there is lowercase A to lowercase Z. Next, when it comes to numbers, it starts from 0 and goes till 9. So these are the only characters that I have in case of numbers, only 10 different. That's why you call it as decimal as well. Deci means nothing but 10. Next, what are special characters? What is its range, if you ask me? In case of special characters, there are so many different ranges. It comes somewhere in between. So if a character is not uppercase, not lowercase, and not a number, then definitely it is a special character. That's why I'm saying all others are special characters. I hope there is no doubt in the differentiation that I have made, because this differentiation is very much necessary for you guys to solve that particular problem. Now, how many different categories I have categorized? 4 different. And this is the 4 different I also need to solve the problem. So what I will do is I'll just take all of this 4. I'll keep this over here. Now first, let me accept a string from the user. So I am accepting a string from the user, and this is the string that the user is giving. Whatever he has given, I'll store it inside a variable s. I've stored it inside a variable s. Now what I'd like to do is, first let me give the indexing for all of this. I've given the indexing as well. Now what I would be doing is, I will be fetching one by one character, and I will check whether it's uppercase or lowercase or number or special character. Now if I have to do this, whether it is uppercase, I need a separate count for uppercase, because I need to say uppercase there are how much in this is 3, oh sorry 1. In case of lowercase there is 3. In case of numbers there is 2, and in case of special character there is 1. So if you observe, there are 4 different counts that I am storing over here. Same way I need to store in my system as well. So if I have to store that, then definitely I need some memory, but in the system. So if I need some memory in a system, I need variables. So I need to create variables. How many variables? 4 variables to keep track of all the 4 different types. So I'll create 4 variables for this. So I have created this variable UCC, that is for uppercase, that is uppercase count. Like that, one more for lowercase count, and one more for number count, and one more for special character count. So I have taken 4 variables, and all the 4 is 0 now. Yesterday also we had seen, but we had taken some variable named as count, and there was only one thing that we had to count, so we had taken only one variable. Today we have many things to count, so I have taken many variables. I hope there is no doubts in this. Next, what is that I need to do is, now I will check from here. I will take the character from 0th index. I will check whether it is uppercase. In case if it's uppercase, I need to increase uppercase count. Or I will check another character. If you take at the rate is special character. So I need to increase special character count. Now if you check 9 is nothing but a number. So I need to increase the number count. Like that, I need to increase accordingly. So if I have to do that, I need to start from this and go till the last. So definitely I need to traverse this string or travel this string. If I have to do that, I need a variable. So I'm going to take a variable I over here. I hope there is no doubt still. Next, what I do is, I'll first fetch the character which is there in I. So how do I fetch? By saying s.character of I. Whatever I have got, I'll store it inside a variable C. I hope this also is done yesterday itself. If you observe, many things we have already done, it's just combinations of different things. And that is all about programming. How much our new program comes, it's just combination of something you have already learned. All that you need to do is just put them in the right places. That's it. Now let's come back. Now I have taken and stored inside C. Now I need to check whether C is uppercase. So if C is in uppercase, if C is uppercase, then definitely it will be between A and it will be between Z. It will be between A and Z. Or I need to check whether C is lowercase. So I'll check. If this is not uppercase, then I need to go and check over here. So I am saying else if. What else if does is, in case only if this is false, only then it will go over here. If it is this is true, it will not go over here. That is how else if works. Next, what I will do is, if it is not uppercase, if it is not lowercase, then I need to check whether it is a number. So how do I say that is? Else if is C a number. If it is not uppercase, not lowercase, not a number, then I need to check else is it a special character. If it is not all of these 3, definitely it will be this. But the problem over here is, you cannot write code like this, C in A to Z, like that you cannot write. Now you need to check whether C is in between A and Z. Now how do you check whether it's between A and Z? If you ask me, I need to say whether it is greater than or equal to A and less than or equal to Z. So let me show that to you step by step. So I need to say whether C, whatever character I have, is that greater than or equal to, because it might be A also. A is equal to A. That's why I'm saying this. One more I need to check is whether the value of C is less than or equal to Z. There is a small mistake over here. It should be less than or equal to that. I'll be doing that in the code. Now, both the conditions has to satisfy. If both the conditions has to be satisfied, then I need to put an operator in between. And what is that operator? If you ask, it's AND. How do I represent AND is AND. So if both the conditions are true, only then this is considered as true. So this is how I need to check whether a certain character is uppercase. Now, if it is uppercase, then it has to say true, and this has to be increased. Now that we will see later on. I will change all of this C in A to Z. This also I need to write in the same format which I have written over here. So let me write in that particular format. That's what I have written. There is a small change that has to be done in this part, that I will be doing that in the code. So don't get confused over here. Next, after that, what I need to do is I need to check whether C is greater than or equal to 0 and C is less than or equal to 9. And after that, else, I don't have to put any others or something like that. So if it's not, if none of them is true here, then definitely else part will get executed. I hope till here it's complete. So first what I would do is I will take P. So if I take P in C, I need to check whether P is in between A and Z. And you know very well, definitely P is between A and Z. That this particular P. So it is uppercase. So definitely it will be giving me true. If it gives me true, then what I need to do? I need to increase the count of uppercase count. So I'll increase to 1. This is all I have to do. In case if this is uppercase, then I don't have to check whether this is lowercase or whether this is number or whether this is special character. So who will take care of that if you ask me? This else if it's only will take care of that thing. So if you write else if, definitely it will not come to this place when it is true. Only when it is false, it will come over here. And that's how it works. So now what happens is this is done. So since this is done, now all that I have to do is I have to increase the value of count. So I have increased the value of count. After that, whatever is there over here, what do I have over here? A. So A will be substituted. Now I need to check whether A is between this range, in this particular range, A to Z or not. And you know very well it's not there in this range. So it will definitely return me false. If it is false, then what happens is it comes to else. It comes to else over here, and again it is not simply doing something, it is again checking a condition. It is checking whether C is greater than A and C is less than Z. So if this condition is true, I mean if this particular A is between this range, then definitely this should be true. And you know very well this is equal to this and it is less than this. So condition is true. Condition true means it will give me true. If it is true, then what I need to do? I need to increase the lowercase count. So I'll increase the lowercase count. I've increased to 1. Next, what I need to do is I need to increase the value of I. Now I have increased the value of I. I'll get the character by saying s dot character. Now what you get is yes. I've got yes. Now you know very well S is not there in uppercase. So this is definitely false. So I'll get false. If it is false, only then it goes over here. So you know very well it's there in this range and I have got 2. Now since it is true, what I need to do? I need to increase the count. So I'll increase the count. I hope there is no doubt. Next, what I need to do? Since it is true, it will not again come down and check the other which is there in the below, because you have written else. It will come to else part only when it is false. So since it is true, it will not come down. And this is how it works. So now what happens is again the value of I gets increased. So I will increase the value of I. Next, I need to fetch the character which is over there. That is nothing but S. So I'll get the S. After getting S, I need to check whether S is there in this range. What I've got, I'll take that S and I'll check whether the S is in this range. It is not there in this range, so definitely I'll get false. Since I've got false, definitely this will execute. So over here it checks whether S is in this range. Obviously it is in this range, so I will get true. If I get true, I need to increase the count, so I'll increase the count. I hope it's clear to you. Next, what is that I have to do? Since it is true, it will not come down. Done. Now again I need to increase the value of count. So I'm increasing the value of count. I need to fetch the character which is present over here. That's nothing but at the rate. At the rate comes over here. Next, what I need to do is I need to check whether at the rate is between this range. And you know very well it's not there in this range. So that's the reason I will get false. If this is false, definitely it will check the next condition. It is checking the next condition. Now you know very well it's not there in this range also. So again you'll get false. So if it gets false, again it will come and check this condition. And you know very well, even it's not there in this range as well. In 0, it is not between 0 to 9. So again you will get false. If all of this is false, it will come over here. Over here, if you observe, it's only else. So there is no condition over here. So you will not get any true or false. Directly it will come over here and increase the value of count, because there is no if condition. If none of this execute, this will definitely execute. And that is what I told. If something is not uppercase, not lowercase, nor number, then definitely it is special character. So now special character count becomes 1. I hope it's clear. Next, what I need to do? Again, repeat. I need to increase the value of I. I'll increase the value of I. I'll fetch the character by saying s.character, and I'll store it inside C. What I've got is 1. And this 1, whatever you have got, it is in single quote. Now, whatever is there in single quote, it's considered as a character. If you simply write 1, then it is considered as a number. What are the differences? More about those things, you can go and check it out in the videos which is available for you in the LMS. I won't be speaking much about theoretical things. Let's focus on this problem. Now this 1, you need to check whether it's there in this particular range. No, it's not there, so false. I should not increase. I'll come and check the next condition. You know very well, this condition is also false because it's not there in the lowercase a and b, so you have got false. Again, I will come over here. I'll check this, whether it's between 0 and 9. Yes, it is between 0 and 9. I will get true. So if I get true, what should happen? I need to increase the number count. So I'll increase the number count and it becomes 1. I hope it's completely clear to you. Next, what I need to do? I need to do is, I need to increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I. I've increased the value of I. I'll fetch the character, that's nothing but 9 will be over here. Next, after that, I need to take the 9 and check whether it is in uppercase range. So how do I check? Well, by saying greater than and lesser than, it is false. You know very well. Next, again, I need to check whether it's in lowercase. It's also false. Again, I need to check whether it's in the range of numbers. You know it is there in the range of numbers. I'll be getting true. Since it is true, the increase count should be increased and it will be increased. Now, if you have observed, what has happened is you have traversed from this corner to this corner. So you know how to traverse and what is the code that you have tried to traverse. Next, what has to be done? If you had seen what I was doing inside that loop, every time I used to do the same operation, that is fetch the character and store it in C. After that, I have to check one condition. If that is false, check another condition. If that is false, check another condition. If that is true, increase that respective count. If that's also false, increase the special character count. So this is what I used to do. If the first condition itself is true, then I'll not check the other conditions. The same thing I had to repeat. So that's what I need to do. And at last, all that I need to do is I have to print all of this. So I'll print all of that at the last. So for that, first let me write the code now. So if you observe over here, I have written some main method and I have written some code. Now, I don't want this code, so I will remove this code. This whole method itself I will remove. Yes, that's it. Now what I will do over here is this method, put that brackets, no, whatever bracket was. So this method will actually take care. Now this method is not going to reverse anything. Rather, this method, what it's going to do is, this method is going to print all the counts. So what I will say is count, I will write over here. No, here. The name of the method, I will write it as count. Because it's counting how many uppercase is there, lowercase is there, alphabets are there, numbers are there and special characters. So I've named it as count. That's it. So ignore this method as of now. What should happen if you ask me? First, I am taking an input from the user. I hope there is no doubt. So next, after that, what I'm doing is I'm calling reverse. Now reverse itself is not there, so I'll remove this line. This whole line I will remove. Yes, I'm not printing anything, so I'll remove this print also. Yes, that's it. Next, I'll press tab. Okay, over here. Now over here, what I need to do is, this person is the main method. So main method's job is only this much. What he will do is, he will take the input and he will give it to this person. Now the job of this person is to count all of them. So whatever input has been taken, it's stored in variable s. Since it's stored in variable s, he has to give this s to this person. So if he has to first call this person, he has to say call by his name. For example, if your name is Rakesh, if I have to call you, I need to say Rakesh. Same way, this person's name is main, this person's name is count. So if this person has to call this person, he has to say count. So he will say count. Say count. Yes. After that, within brackets. Now he has to give something to this person. What is that he is giving? He is giving the variable s. He has taken that variable s from the user. Whatever he has taken from the user, he will give it by saying yes. So this is what you call as parameters. Now he has called this person. Now all the job should be done by this person itself. So we will write the whole code over here now. So same logic, there is no difference in the logic. It's only that the only thing is, instead of writing all the code in one place, I'm writing in two places. Just that I'm making it look more complicated. That's it. Okay, that's the actually industry practice as well. So I'll write the code over here. So first thing I need to do is, I need all of these variables. If I need all of these variables, all of these variables are storing integer values. So I need to create integer type of all these variables. So let me create all of them. So first int, yes. To count uppercase, I'll say UCC. So UCC. At starting, it was 0. So I'll say is equal to 0. No need of space in between. Remove that. Equal to 0. Even if you give space or if you don't give space, both are same. Now I'll put comma because I have more other things. So next thing that I want is to count the lowercase. So I'll say LCC. So I'll say LCC equal to 0. Yes. Now I need to count the numbers as well. So for counting numbers, I'll say number count NC equal to 0, comma. And I have to count the special characters as well. So for special characters, I'll say SC is equal to 0. That's all. These are the 4 variables I wanted. I have created, put semicolon, enter. Next, what I need to do? I need to traverse this particular string. If I have to traverse this, I told you I need to make use of for loop. So I'll write for. Yes, I've written for, put 2 semicolons in between. Yes. Now I need to say where it should start, where it should end, and how many steps it has to go at a time. You know very well, it is starting from index 0 over here. So I'll say int I is equal to 0. Yes, I told int I is equal to 0. After that, I need to put some condition over here. What is that condition? I'll say you. But at last, if you observe, every time it was increasing by 1. The value of I was increasing by 1. Since it was increasing by 1, I will say I plus plus. So I told I plus plus. Next, in between, what I need to say is till where I need to go. And what is the condition till where you have to go? You need to say the value of I should start from 0 and it should go till 6. How do you say it should go till 6? You can say by saying the value of I, means all of these are value of i's only, is less than 7. Now how to get 7? You know very well, by saying s dot length. So that's what I have to do. All the values of I, so I'll say I is less than 7. And 7, I should not say like this. I should say in a generic way, because it's not compulsory that the user has to give this only. He might give anything he likes. So according to that length, it has to work. So I'll say s dot length. So if you observe, number of characters here is also 7. So I hope this is clear. After this, what we have to do? The same code. I need to check the condition and accordingly I should increase. So I'll come inside the for loop. First thing what I was doing is I was fetching the character over here, and I used to store inside a variable C. So how do we fetch the character? You know very well. From which string I need to fetch? From string S. So I'll say first S. What is the name of the method to fetch the character? Caret or characteret. So I'll say caret, dot caret. I've told dot caret. Next, it is asking for the index. Which index? I index. Now at starting it will be 0, next 1, 2, 3, keeps changing. Now whatever I have got, I'll store it inside a variable C. So I'll say C is equal to, yes, C is of type what? Character, so I'll take char. Yes, and at last put one semicolon. That's it. All I have done is just fetched one character. Now what I need to do is, I need to check whether this is between this range. So I need to write so many if else conditions. So first let me start. If, put the brackets, yes, open bracket, close bracket. Next, over here what I need to do is I need to check whether it is uppercase. How do I check whether it is uppercase? I'll check whether C is greater than or equal to uppercase A. Yes, this is not sufficient. One more condition I need to check. So leave space. Yes, C is less than or equal to uppercase Z. Yes. Now if both of the condition is true, only then it is considered uppercase. For example, if you take uppercase P, it is obviously greater than A and less than Z. So both will be true. Then what I need to put here is AND operator. So I'll put AND. Yes. And the same thing I have written over here. One small mistake over here. I hope that is rectified over here. Now what I have to do is, if this is true, then what does it mean? It is uppercase. For uppercase, I have maintained one count, that is UCC. So UCC I will increase by saying UCC plus plus. That's it. Next, I need to count the lowercase. So I'll come down. Now a character is lowercase only if it is not uppercase. It cannot be if there is no character which is both uppercase and lowercase. So what I need to do is, only if this is false, only then I need to check this. So I will say first else. Then I will say if. Now in case, if I had directly written if rather than writing else if, what would have happened is, even if this is true, again it would have come and checked this. Simply extra checking would have happened. We don't want that, that's why we have written else if. Next, what I need over here is, I will check the same condition. So I can use the same kind of thing, and all that I need to do is change this uppercase to lowercase and change this to uppercase and lowercase. So I'll copy paste. So this A I'll change to this thing, and this Z also I'll change to lowercase. So now if this condition is true, it means it is lowercase. Then what I need to increase is lowercase count. So lowercase count is present over here. LCC, I'll say LCC plus. I hope it's clear. Next, again come down. Right. Else if. Yes. This is false only, then I need to check. That's why I'm writing else if. Now, what I'm doing is I'm checking the number count. So if I want to check whether it is a number or not, I need to check whether the value of C, whatever I've taken over here, is it between the range of 0 to 9. So what I will do is I'll copy the same thing and paste it there. Now all that I have to do is, where it's starting is 0, so I'll rename this to 0. And where it is ending is 9, so I'll place it as 9. So I hope there is no doubts in this also. Now if this is true, then what does it mean? It is number. If it is number, I need to increase the number count, and it's NC, so I'll say NC plus plus. Put a semicolon. I hope there is no doubt still there. Next, again I will say else. Now I don't have to write again one more if condition, because it is very clearly evident. If it is not uppercase or lowercase nor number, then definitely it is special character. So if all of this is false, then directly increase this. So what I will do is I'll put the brackets, and over here I will increase the count. And what is the variable for that is nothing but SC. So I'll say SC plus plus. This is all I have to do. Now the same thing keep repeating inside a loop, because I have written the complete code inside a loop. So since I have written the complete code inside a loop, it will count all of them. And once I come out of the loop, I will get the count of all of them. So what I will do is I'll come out of the loop. Yes. Over here I've got all of them. So what I will do is I'll print all of them. So how do I print? First I'll say system.out.println. Yes. First, what we have wanted to print is uppercase. So I'll say in double quotes, uppercase count is equal to. Remove this. Now what I have done over here is I have simply written UCC. Simply if I write UCC, yes, you are counting correctly, but what they were expecting is they were expecting uppercase is equal to, then they wanted the count. So if I want that, if I want to print anything as it is, I have to put them in double quotes. So I'll put in double quotes and I'll say uppercase. Yes, is equal to. Yes. Now whatever I put in double quotes will be printed as it is. Now if I put UCC also, then that also will be printed as it is. But I don't want to print UCC, rather I want the value of UCC. If I want the value of UCC to print it, I should not put them in double quotes. So after this, I will attach this by saying plus, and after that I will print UCC. Now what happens is, since there is a string involved, then definitely this plus is going to attach the things, means concatenate. Now one of the biggest blunder that I have done over here is, I have written it as uppercase. Yes, it's correct. But I told you, if I write uppercase like this, again it might be a problem. If you ask me why. I wanted you to observe the question properly. In case if you had taken a snapshot of the question which I had shown you at starting, in that it was printed uppercase, everything in lowercase. What I mean to say is, over here I have written you in a capital letter. That was there in the sample output as small letter. That also should be taken care by writing small letter. In that there was no space in between, so that also has to be removed. C was in small letter, so I have tried in small letter. So this is how it was there. And not only this, there is one space between equal to and E. That also was not there, so I need to remove that also. So I'll remove that as well. In case if I had written this, if I write, this is the exact same format which they are expecting. But if you see the logic, it's the same thing. But what happens if I submit this code? I will get 0 marks. This is what happens. And I want you guys to take care of that thing. Anyways, let's proceed. Sorry. Now what I need to do is, whatever I am printing uppercase, not only uppercase, I need to print lowercase also. So what I will do is, I will copy paste the same thing and make necessary changes. Yes. So over here, instead of uppercase, what I need to say is lowercase. I'll say lowercase. Yes. So it is not UCC, rather it is LCC. That's a variable of lowercase. Next, again I will duplicate this line. Now it is not lowercase, rather it was number is equal to. So I'll say number is equal to. In case if the sample output said numbers is equal to, then I have to print numbers is equal to. So I want you to see that and then write the code accordingly. So over here it is LCC. No, but what I want to print is number count. Number count is present in NC, so I'll say NC. Yes. After that I want the special character count. So I'll come down. Yes. So over here instead of number I need to say special character. Yes. So in case in the output format, if they are told only special, you need to write only special. Now for special character count, which is the variable I have entered, SC, so I'll say SC. And this is what I have to do. I hope there is no doubt still. Now, if you observe this method has taken the input and it has calculated it and it has printed. So he has nothing to return it back to main method. Logic we have done, it's not returning anything to the main method. So if nothing is returned, then I need to say the return type as well. Let's go and see what is the return type. If you observe over here, I've told return as string. Am I returning any string over here? Anywhere inside this have I told return any string or S or something like that? No. So the return, since I am not returned the return statement itself, that return word itself is not there, that keyword. So what I have to do is, this thing I have to make it as void. That's all. In case if this particular thing, whichever I told at last, is not clearly understood by you guys, I would strongly recommend you to go and watch the videos of methods, which is there in the LMS. Fine. So let me save this and let me execute and check if you are getting the expected output or not. So I would like to give the same input in the output as well. So if I give the same input, it is 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's see whether we'll get or not. So let me take you to the output window. So over here, first I'll compile the code. Yes, I've compiled the code, no errors. Next, I'll run the code. So I'll say Java, and after that, I'll say the Java. If I press enter, it's expecting an input. I'll say P in uppercase, ASS, @12. Same thing. Press enter. I hope you have got the expected output. You give any input, it will give the expected output. So let me give another input. Let me run it again. Yes. Press enter. I'll say uppercase A, uppercase B, lowercase c, lowercase d, 1, 2, $@. Now everything what you have is 2, 2, 2. Let's check whether we are getting 2, 2, 2 or not. So press enter. Yes, we are getting 2, 2, 2. Scroll it little up so that they can see. Yes. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. I hope this code is also completely clear, and this code, there is a possibility that they might be asking. In case if they don't ask this, you can easily do any kind of code which is given in this way. Now, for example, if they ask in uppercase, you say how many vowels are there, how many consonants are there. All you have to do is, yesterday we had seen how to count the vowels. Same thing you put inside this. Inside this if, you put one more if. if you want to count only ovals. If you want to count uppercase ovals, uppercase consonants, both, then you need to put if else and 2 extra variables. Same way over here also. For this also, if you want to check ovals and consonants, again 2 more variables. Like this you can do. So I want you to think in this way, not just simply take the code and write the code. This will not make you a programmer. I hope it's clear. Next, let me take you to another question. So before that, let me disable the code as well. So the question is something like this. So I will remove this question as well. So I have removed this question. So this is the question. Write a program to remove all the special characters. I hope the code is clear to you guys. Yesterday we had written something like this to remove something. So I hope some logic is completely clear to you guys. Now after this, what we will do is, I will show you a simple modification. Using that modification, if you want to remove anything, whatever they ask you, you can remove it. And how to do that, I will show you now. So first, let me start solving step by step. So I hope the question is clear. The special characters over here is one is dollar and the other one is at the rate. So I need to remove dollars and as well as at the rate. So how to do this, let me show you. So first, I've taken the input. Next, what I need to do is I need to store this, and you know there are indexing values for this as well. Next, after this, what I will do is, you know what is uppercase, what is lowercase, what is numbers, and what is special. So what I will do is, I will check whether it is uppercase or if it is lowercase or if it is numbers. Only then I will concatenate it to a string. Otherwise, I will ignore. I hope you understood. In case if you have not understood, you observe the things what I am doing, you will definitely understand. What I had told at starting in the previous program is, if a character is uppercase, if a character is not uppercase, not lowercase, and not numbers, then it is definitely a special character. So if it's either any one of this, then definitely it is not a special character. I hope it's clear. It's not programming, it is simple thinking, that's it. Simple, your imaginary power, that's all. Fine. Now I have taken a new variable of type string and I've stored nothing inside that variable. Now, if any character over here is uppercase, I will store it. If it is lowercase, I will store it. If it is number, I will store it. If it is special character, I will not store it. You know how to check whether it is uppercase or lowercase or number. So I will just show it to you. So before that, what I need to do is, I need to fetch character by character. So I need to traverse from here to this end as well. So I'll take one variable I over here and I'll start from 0th index. So whatever is there in 0th index, I need to collect it. So I'm collecting it by writing s.character of I. Whatever is there, I'll store it inside C. Now I need to check whether C is uppercase. So I need to write the respective code. I've written that. Next, I need to check whether C is lowercase. For that, this is the code. Same way, I need to check whether C is number. Now, if you observe what I'm doing is, I'm checking whether it is uppercase or whether it is lowercase or whether it is number. If any one of this is true, then I need to consider it. So what I will do is, for the whole thing, I will put a if. And that's what I have done over here. Next, after this, what I need to do is, I have done so much. Now, all that I have to do is, if the condition is true, then I need to concatenate and put that inside this. So that's what I'll be doing. Now, in case P, definitely it is true because P comes in this range. If this is true, then I have put OR operator in both the places. If it's OR, you know very well, if any one is true, then everything is true. So it's true. True means I need to concatenate. How do I concatenate? T plus C. So in C, what I have is P. And in T, what I have is an empty. So when I concatenate both of this, what do I get over here is P. Now, whatever I've got in P, I need to store it back to T, and that's what I'm doing over here. I hope this is clear. Next, what I have to do, the same repetition I have to do for another character. Not just another character, I need to do to the last. So first, what I will do is, first I'll increase the value of I. I've increased the value of I. Now, I is dollar, and it will fetch this dollar and it will check whether it is uppercase. No, it's not uppercase. Whether it's lowercase. No, it's not lowercase. Whether it's number. No, it's not number. So all of this is false. So I have got it as false. Since I have got it as false, I should not consider it. Since I'm not considering, I'm not concatenating. So I will not do anything now. I hope it's clear. So whenever it is false, I'm not doing anything. So it means there is no else part when I'm writing the code. Next, what I have to do, let's see. Next, again, increase the value of I. I need to get the character. After getting the character, I need to check whether it is uppercase or lowercase or number. And you know very well it is lowercase. If it is lowercase, then it's true. True means the whole thing is true. If it is true, I need to consider. Consider means I need to concatenate. So let me concatenate. How do I concatenate? T plus yes. Yes is nothing but the character which I have in the index I. I hope it's clear. Now what I will get, what is there in T is P. So when I concatenate, I will get PS. So I will combine it. Whatever I've got, I'll store it in T. I hope that it's completely clear to you guys. Next, again, repeat the same operation. I will increase the value of I. After increasing the value of I, I'll get the character. I will check it. The same character you had earlier. See, if that was true, this is also true. If this is true, again, repeat the same operation. Concatenate it. And after that, whatever I get after PS and S, when I concatenate, I get PSS. And after that, I will store it back to T. Next, what I need to do? Again, repeat. I will increase the value of I. I'll fetch the character. Now, this particular character, you know very well, it's not alphabets. It is not lowercase. It is not number. Then definitely it is false. If it is false, then it is special character. Means I should not consider it. Since I should not consider, I should not concatenate it. So I'll leave it as it is. Again, I will increase the value of I. I will increase the value of I, I'll get the character. And I'll check whether it is uppercase. No, it's not uppercase. I'll check whether it's lowercase. No, it's not lowercase. Whether it's number. Yes, it's number. It's true then. If it's true, I'll get true. Since I've got true, I need to concatenate. I'll concatenate it. So after concatenating, what I get? PSS1. And that's what I'll store it back to T. And that's what I'm doing over here. I hope it's clear. Next, again, I will increase the value of I. After increasing the value of I, I'll get the character. You know very well, again, it's not uppercase, not lowercase, it's a number. So I have got true. Since I've got true, I need to concatenate. So I'll get 9 plus T. T is nothing but PSS1. I will store PSS1. When I concatenate both of this, I will get PSS19. So I'll get PSS1. And whatever I got, I'll store it back to T. I hope it's clear till here. Now, if you observe, in this particular tree, you have already removed the special characters. Everything is there, whatever was present over here, except dollar and enter it, because they are special characters. I hope it's clear to you guys. Now let's write the code. But before writing the code, I'd like to say something. If you wanted to remove special characters, this was the condition. In case if you wanted to remove both special characters and numbers, then very simple. All that you have to do is, you need to keep this condition, and remove the last condition. Because if you want to remove numbers, then you should not have this condition. If you don't have this condition, then what you're checking? Only for alphabets. Then you will get only alphabets. I will show that in the output as well. So first, let me get my editor over here. So whatever code I have written inside this particular method count, I will remove this method itself. Whatever is there inside the count method, I will remove that. Yes. And that printing also I will remove. This printing also I will remove. Variables also I will remove. Now what I am doing over here, I am actually removing special character. So I'll name the method as remove special. That is the name of the method now. Remove special. Yes. This is what I am doing. Now over here I am calling count. Count is not there. So which is present? Remove special is present. So I need to call that. So I'll say remove special. What is happening? Input has been taken from the user S, and after that I'm calling this, so it is called over here. What I am passing over here, S is what I am passing over here. So it's collecting S. Now what has to happen? He has to write the complete logic over here. Let's start writing the logic. First thing what I did is, I created one variable T and of type string, and it was empty. So let me create one variable T. So I'll say T is equal to empty. Yes, put one semicolon. You know very well, T whatever I have created, I have stored string. So it's of type string, so I'll write string. Next, after this, what I need to do? After this, what I did is, I traversed from this corner to that corner of this particular string. And after that, inside that, I kept on repeating this operation. So that's what I will do. So if I have to traverse from this corner to another corner, then what I need to do is I need to make use of for loop. So let me make use of for loop. So I'll say for. I need to say from which index it's starting. You know very well it's starting from 0. So I'll say 0 int I is equal to 0. Yes. After that semicolon. You know it has to go till last index. So all of this is nothing but the value of I. So I'll say I. And all of this is less than 7. So I'll say less than 7. But you should know very well, I should not hard code by saying 7. Rather, I need to say by getting the length. So I'll say s dot length. I hope there is no doubt still there. Put the semicolon. Every time you know the value of I was increasing by 1. So it's I plus plus. So that's what I'll be doing over here. I hope it's clear. Next, what I did. Every time I am fetching the first, the character which is present in index I. How do I fetch? By saying s dot character of I. Why s dot character? Because I want the character from s. So I'll say s dot character of I. Index is nothing but I. Yes. Now this will give me a character. This I'll store it inside a variable c. So I'll say char c. Yes. Put the semicolon as well. So I'll put the semicolon as well. I hope till here it's clear. Next, what I have to do? I'm checking whether it is uppercase or lowercase or number. Now, how do I check whether it's uppercase or lowercase or number? By writing a if condition. Whenever I say check, check means definitely if is coming. So I'll say if I need to check whether it is uppercase. How do I check whether it is uppercase? Let me come inside. So inside that, you put one more brackets. One more. Yes. First bracket is for uppercase. So I'll say whether C is greater than or equal to uppercase A. Same thing what I had written earlier. And C is less than or equal to less than or equal to uppercase Z. Yes. Now whatever is there inside this bracket, this is checking whether it is uppercase. Same way I need to check for lowercase. So what you do is after the brackets press enter. Yes. Backspace. Yes. Over I will say or, because I don't want only uppercase. If it is lowercase, I want that also. So what I'll do is I'll paste that code and check for lowercase. So if I want to check for lowercase, I need to say it as lowercase a and this as lowercase c. And that's what I'm doing. Next, after this, what I need to do? If it is uppercase or lowercase or number, then I need to consider. So I'll say or and I'll paste that code. Over here, numbers are in the range of 0 to 9. So I'll say 0 and 9 over here. I hope it's clear. Now, if it's uppercase or lowercase or number, what I have to do? I need to concatenate this to t. How do I concatenate? By saying t plus what is there in C. So I'll say t plus C. Yes. Put semicolon. Yes. Whatever I will get over here, this thing, I will store it back to t. Means I'm updating the value of t. So I'll say t is equal to. And that is what I was doing there. So now, since this keeps on repeating again and again and again, what happens? At the end, what I will get is, at the end, I will get the string which has removed all the special characters. So all that I have to do is, I will come out of for loop and I will say system.out.print and I will say t. So this string is nothing but the character, nothing but the string which has removed special characters. Now in case, if you don't want to print here, rather you want to return it back to the main method and you want the main method to print it, you can do that as well. How to do that if you ask me? Instead of printing, what I will do is, I will comment this line. Comment means this will not work. Next, I'll say return. If I want to return anything, I need to say return. What I want to return, t is what I need to return. I'll say t and I'll put colon. Now I remove that print. I'll remove this line. Yes. Since I have returned t, now this t is of type what? String. Then I need to mention that over here as well. I need to say what is the return type. If I am not returning or if I am not writing this statement, then it is void. But I am returning something, then I need to say the type of that variable. The type of this variable is string. So it's a string over here. Yes. Now this has been returned. Now this has been returned over here. Since it is returned over here, now this should collect it. So where I will collect this, I will collect inside any variable I want. Or if you want, you can directly print it also. but I will first collect and then print it. So what I'm getting over here is nothing but the result or something. You can store in a variable. I will store in variable result. So I'll say result is equal to. Now, whatever this method has written me back, or whatever this has written me back, it's of type what? String. So I need to store it inside a variable of string itself. So I'll say string. Yes. Now after this, what I'll do, I will come to next line. I'll say system.out.print, and I'll say result. Result over here. Why I have written like this, if you ask me, very simple. What happens is, when you go and code in platforms like HackerRank, HackerEarth, or any tool which they are giving you now, the Mindtree is going to give, or any other company is going to give, because here onwards every drive is going to be online. So if it's online, it's not like they will say write in wherever you want, I will come and see line by line code. No, they are not going to do that. They're going to give one platform, and in that platform what happens is, main method already will be present, and all this code will be present, and this method also will be present, but inside this method, whatever code logic we have written, this logic won't be present. So your job will be very easy. If you know how to write in this particular format, your job is to only fill this method. You don't have to write all of this, but you should see and understand what it does. That's the reason I'm doing this. In case if you're finding very difficulty in this, or earlier it was easy, then I'm very sorry for you guys, because you have to adapt now. There is no other way. It is not very complicated as well. If you practice it 1 or 2 days regularly, then definitely it will be damn easy for you guys. At starting, it is little bit difficult. If it is still not difficult, even though if you are doing for the first time, then really great. Fine. Now I have printed this. Let's save this file and check whether we are getting the expected output. So I'm checking the expected output. So I'll put the relevant command. I'm compiling the code. Next, I'll put the relevant command, that is Java and test. I'll press enter. So I want to remove special characters. I'll give the same input. Pass at the rate $123 pass at the rate 12 $hash something you give. Okay. Press enter. If you observe, all the special characters are removed. You want to put anything and check, you can check it out. Now we will see how to remove special characters and numbers, or you want only those characters which is alphabet. How to do this? Very simple. Let me take you back to the code. All that you have to do is, over here you have checked some condition, whether it's uppercase or lowercase or number. That number logic I will remove. Yes, this much I will remove. I will save this. Now if you observe, only it's checking whether it's uppercase or lowercase. I'll save this. Yes. Now what I will do is, I'll compile the code first. After that, I'll run the code. I'll put 1, 2, 3 Roman $, mine. Yes, press enter. Now if you observe, numbers are also removed. At the same time, special characters are also removed. Like this, if they say remove everything apart from uppercase, or remove, then you can do that as well. Or if they say remove everything apart from lowercase and numbers, you can do that as well. So if you want to count, that also you can do. So I hope this is completely clear to you guys. Any other combination, if it comes, I want you guys to solve it on your own. I am preparing you guys for such kind of thing. And if you are to get prepared for such kind of thing, you have to code every day. Every day and night, I want you guys to code. Fine. Now let's see another problem. So this is another problem. Yes. So let me bring the question over here. First, let me remove this. So when I remove this, this is the problem. Write a program to find the index of a specific character. What it means is, they will give you a string as an input. They have given mine. After that, they have given one more character, that is n, and you know we cannot take only character. Now you have to say, in which particular index is this character present? I want you guys to write the code. I'll give you 1 minute of time. You can at least think of the logic and put the logic immediately. I don't want you guys to make use of any new inbuilt method which is already present in Java. You can make use of inbuilt method, only two inbuilt method, that is length and caret, nothing else apart from that. So I want you to code this, and I will check in the chat box who is putting the right answer over here. Fine. So one more thing, many were saying that they were not getting the they are eligible and they didn't get any mail or something like that. So in that case, a form will be posted now. Immediately I want you guys to fill that particular form. So in case if you're eligible and if you have not got the mail, I want you guys to fill that form. So after filling the form, just put a yes in the chat box or filled in the chat box. Simply if you say yes, I may not understand, you say filled in the chat box so that I know that you have filled the form. Anyone has answered? Nobody. I hope you guys are trying out at least. Filled or answered? Answered. What is the name of the person? Rupa. Vijay has also answered. Good, good. Anyone else? What? Yogesh has also answered. Good. Anyone else? Anyone has filled the form? Okay. Nobody has filled the form? Okay, fine. So in case if you guys are filling the form, what I'd like to do is that posted? Yes, it's posted. So in case if you are eligible and if you have not got the mail, or if any one of your friends were saying the same thing and if you have not, if they had not attended, keep that form with you guys, keep that link. Immediately after the class, you fill that form. In case if there is anyone who is eligible and if you are not able to fill the form, if you find any problem, then what you can do is either you can message in that particular WhatsApp, but not in that group itself. In group, if you message, there might be so many other messages, it might miss out. So you can personally message to the people who are actually posting the messages on behalf of Ruman. And otherwise, there is one more way that you can do. What you can do is, we have an Instagram page called as Ruman_online. You can just make a note of it, Ruman_online. So over there, what you can do is, you can put a direct message. So you can put a direct message saying whatever the problem that you're facing. So over there, they will be helping you out to solve your problem as well. Fine. Now let's solve this problem. Let's ignore all the other problems and concentrate on this. So first, let me take you step by step. So I hope the question is completely clear to you guys. So this is how it works. I've taken a string from the user. I'll store it inside a variable s. You know there is indexes given to this. Index is also there. Now what I need to do is, I will follow the method which I told you. I'll have a separate method which will find the index. After finding the index, once it finds, it has to return. Now in this, which I want to find is, I want to find for O. So definitely I need to check from one corner to other corner. Let me do that. Next, apart from that, I need to take one more input. I've taken it as O from the user. I'll store it inside a variable T. I told you there is no method to take a single character. So there is a method to take a string, that is nothing but next. I will make use of that and I will take a string. After that, I will take the character which is there in 0th index. So how do I take? By saying whatever is there in the index 0. So in string T, the character present at index 0. That is what I will be saying. T dot caret at 0. Whatever I get, I will store it inside a variable. Inside the variable key I have stored. Till here, I have not done any logic. All that I have done is taken the input and I will store. Now, whatever I want, I have in string s and in key. This is a dummy thing now, because whatever was there over here, it's there in key now. Now, what I need to do is, what is there in key? In which index is that present? Now, what is there in key? O is there in key. Since O is there in key, O is present in 2 index. That is, one is 1 and the other one at 9. So which one should it print, 1 or 9? If you ask me, it should print me the first occurrence. First occurrence happens at 1. So it should print me 1. I hope the question is completely clear. Now few might be having one more question. What if there is X? And if you observe over here, there is no character called as X. What should it return? What should it return? I will let you know later. First, let's solve this. So what I have to do for this is very simple. I need to fetch the character, that is s.character of I. I have fetched it from yes. Whatever character I have got, I will check whether this particular character, is it equal to key? If it is equal to key, then what does it mean? Whatever I am checking for, I have already got it. If I have already got it, I should not return true or something. What I want to return is the index. And where is the index present? It's present in 0. But anyways, you know, this is not going to return me true, because what I have over here is H and whatever I have over here is O. So this is O, this is H. So what I get is definitely false. So false means I don't have that here. If I don't have that here, I will go and check for the other one, the next one. So I need to increase the value of I. I have increased the value of I. I will fetch the character. Now after fetching the character, s.character of I, what you will get over here is nothing but O. Now you have got whatever character you want. Now since you have got, what it will return? It will return you true. Since it has returned true, now what has to do is, it has to print 1. Now I told you, I will be making use of the method. So I'm not printing in the same method. Rather what I'm doing is, I'm returning it. So if I want to return, I need to say return. And what I need to return? I need to return I, because 1 is present in variable I. This is all the problem. Now in case if I had not found here, same thing I had to repeat. Whatever I did in 2 steps, same thing I had to repeat again and again. Since it is already present, I am not repeating it. I hope it's clear to you guys. Now let me write code for this. So first let me get my editor over here. Yes, I've got my editor over here. Now what I need to do over here is very simple. First, let me remove all the code which is present inside this. I've removed it. Press enter. Press one more enter. Now let's not concentrate on this, because over here I need extra things to be taken. First thing is I'm taking a variable string. Yes, I've taken. That code is already there. This is the code that I have written. After this, I'm taking O. So if I have to take O, I have not written the code for that. So let me write the code. So leave one space gap. Yes, over here I will say next. Come up. Over here I will say scan.next. So scan.next is going to take another variable. I mean another string. Whatever string it's taking, I'll store it inside a variable t. So of type string, so I'll say string t is equal to. T is equal to. I have taken this. Next, whatever I have taken over here, now it is present in t. From t, whatever is there, I will take it from the 0th index and I will store it inside key. So what I will do is I'll store it inside key now. So how do I take that? From string t means I need to say t. After the dot, I need to fetch the character. So I need to say character at means caret. I need to say the index. In which index is it present? It's present in 0th index. So I need to say 0. I hope till here it's clear. Now whatever I have got, I'll store it inside key. So I'll say key is equal to. Now what type of data this has returned is, it has returned a character type of data. Since character type of data has been returned, here character type of data is there. So the type is char. So I'll say char. Now after this, I'll put a semicolon at the end. Yes, come to next line. Yes. Now over here, I am saying remove special. Remove that thing, remove that line itself, remove special. Yes. Go up. Yes, enter. Okay. Now I need to call a method which will do the logical thing. Over here, if you observe, I have just taken the input. Now I need to take care of the logic. So how do I write it? I need to call a method. So I will say the name of the method is index of. See, because it is giving the index of a specific character. So I'll say index of. I hope it's clear till here. Now what I will do is I'll call the method. So how do I call? Index of. I should say the name. Next, to this method, I should not pass only string. I need to pass string. At the same time, along with that, I need to pass the key as well. Because first I'll say string. String, that what string I'm passing is yes. So I'll say yes. And after that, in string yes, I need to check where the key is present. So I need to give key also to him. So I'll give key also. Now both of this will be collected by this person. If he is collecting both of this, then is not only taking string, is taking one more thing, that is nothing but key. So I'll say comma and I'll say key. Now this key is of what type? What type of key have I passed over here? I have passed key of type character. So I need to say char over here. I hope till here it's clear. Next, what I need to do is I'll press enter here. Yes. I will write the code over here. Before writing the code over here, again I will go to main method and I will take care of few things. What are that few things? Let me say. This index of what it should return? It should return the index of a character which you are asking. If you observe all the index, what is it giving you? It is giving you an integer type of data. That integer type of data, I will store it inside a variable. So I will say the name of the variable as result itself. Yes, equal to. Now what will be present in result? Definitely either 0 will be there, or 1 will be there, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anything like that will be there. So that is all of type what? Integer. So I'll say int. Yes, I hope till here it's clear. So I'll come back over here. So it is very clear that this method is definitely going to return you the index values. And you know index value is of type integer. So it's not returning you a string. It is returning an integer. See, if it's returning integer, I should not say string over here. Rather over here, I need to say int. So I'll write int. I hope till here also it's clear. Now let me write the logic. What is the logic? First thing, I need to start from this particular index and go till that index. So if I have to do that, I need to make use of for loop. So I'll say for. Open and close. I'll put 2 semicolons. Yes. From which index I'm starting? I'm starting from 0th index. So I'll say int I is equal to 0. Yes. I need to go till the last index. So you know very well. All these are nothing but the value of I. So I'll say I is less than. And after that, what is this? Nothing but length. I should not say less than 11. Rather, I need to say s dot 11. I hope about this is very clear because we have done this thing repeatedly multiple number of times. Now I need to say I plus plus, so I'll say I plus plus over here. Now I'll come inside. Inside, what is that I need to do? All I have to do is whether the character that I get is that equal to key. That is what I have to do. So character, how do I fetch? By saying s dot. From string s only I need to fetch. So I'll say s dot. Character at which index? Index I, wherever I is pointing, that place. So I'll say I. I've got the character. Now is this character equal to the key that has been given? What is key is nothing but what user has given. So I'll check whether it is equal to key. Yes, I've told whether it's equal to key. Now this whole thing will return me either true or false. If it returns me true, then what does it mean? I have found the index. If I found the index, my job is over. If I want to put in simple terms, it's something like this. I will give you a bundle of notes, currency. In this currency, I will say you find the note which is of 10 rupees. You'll start checking. First you'll get 2000, next again 2000, next again 2000, next 500, next 2000, 2000. 500 currency is there or not there? Whatever it is. Again 100, 100, 100. You'll keep on checking. Till when will you check? Till you find whatever I had told, that is of 10. In case if you find it starting itself 10, will you check the other notes? No, you will not check. So same way, what I have to do is, if this is true, immediately I need to return. So what I'll do is, I'll cut this code. Whatever I get, I will paste it in if, because I need to check. So I'll say if. Inside that I'll paste it. So if this condition is true, then I need to return. What I need to return, I will say. So I'll come inside. Yes. Inside this, what I need to return is, I need to return index. Now in which variable is index present if you ask me? Is it present in S? No. Is it present in key? No. In which variable it's present is in variable I. If you observe, I is pointing to this. That is what I need to return. So how do I return? By saying return. I'll say return and space and I. This is all I have to do. If I say this, it will return. I hope till here it's completely clear. But there is a problem over here. Assume one scenario. For example, over here I have given O. Rather than giving O, if I had given X, it will check here whether it is X, no. It will check here whether it is X, no. It will check here, check, check. It will go on checking till the last. It has not found X at all. So if it has not found X, every time this condition will be false. If every time this condition is false, it will never go inside. So it has never gone inside means it has not returned anything. Means this whole thing is not returning anything. This code will be executed only when this condition is true. So basically what it means is, if you give something which is not present, then definitely there is some problem. Is that really a problem? Let's see that. So before that, let me execute this and check if at least whatever I am giving, if it's present, is it giving the right output or not? If it is giving the right output, then we will come and solve the other problem. So let me save this thing and let me take you to the output window. So over here, let me first compile the code. So over here I have compiled the code. Next, after this, let me run the code. It's saying some error in this. Okay, take me back. Let's see where the error is. So can you point over here? Yes, this is taken care. You point over here. That's also taken care. Point over here. That's also taken care. The problem is very simple. And again, come down. Yes, main method. This also is taken care. Problem is very simple. What is the problem? Whatever I told you. That is, if it is always true, then it's not returning anything. Now, what should we do if that particular character is not present? We obviously now only we have to solve, because the compiler itself is giving error, means I cannot proceed further. So let me solve it. What you have to solve is, you cannot give any of these numbers, because in case if you give 0, then there is a confusion. If the character that you are giving, if it's present in 0, then also it's giving 0 only. If it is not present also, it's giving 0 only. So if you observe in any of the indexes, in none of the indexes there was -1 or -2 or -3 or -4 or anything. All the indexes in case of Java, it is positive values or 0 only. 0 also in programming languages are considered to be a positive number. So what I will do is, if it is not present at all, definitely it will not return this statement. Then definitely it will come out of for loop. If it comes out of for loop, it means it was not present. If it is not present, then what I need to return is, I'll return -1. So I'll say return -1. Then -1. So -1 is returned when it is not present. Let me save this. Let me go to the output window. Yes, again compile the code, press enter. Now it's not giving me any error. Now let me run the code. By saying Java and the name of the class is test, I'll press enter. It would expect 2 inputs. First input, I'll give it as Mississippi, MISS, ISSI, PPI. Yes, fine. So in this, if you observe, if I give S as the next input, yes, I will give. If you observe, S is present multiple times. But which S index I want is only the first one. And that's how I have written the code. So in this case, first one is present in index 2, 0, 1 and 2. That's where it is present. So I'm expecting 2. Let's see whether it gives 2. So I'll press enter. It's giving me 2. Let me try another input. Yes. Over here, I'll give Roman. Okay. Press enter. I'll check for Y. Y is not present here. So I'll check for Y. It should give me -1. Let's see whether it's giving -1. It's giving me -1. Now, why I have done this problem, if you ask me, this problem can be solved using an inbuilt method called as index of. And interviewers might ask you, how can you implement this? Now you had seen in the code how to implement it already. So you can actually implement all the methods which is already implemented in Java, because there also they have written code only. If they have written code, obviously you also can write the code. And that is what they say in you when it comes to face-to-face interviews. And they clearly told about this when they were discussing with us. So that problem, we will solve it tomorrow, because that's a bit complicated problem, and actually we are in short of time as well. So because there are other sessions today, I won't be able to continue the session as well. So now what I would like to do is, like to give another problem, but before giving another problem, let me say a few things. First thing, I have shown a different approach of writing the code I want you to follow. Second thing, I want you to go and start solving in global platforms like HackerRank or CodeChef or CodeForces or LeetCode or any of this. Next, apart from this, I want you to solve more and more and more programs. Fine. I want you guys to do all of these things. And regarding the same thing, I'll be continuing tomorrow. So one question I will give you as a task. I want you guys to start solving immediately. And I will check. Once you solve this, I want you guys to put that in the WhatsApp group immediately. So I get to know how many of you are really solving it or not, and how many of you are interested or not, because there is a huge team which is working for you. I'm repeatedly saying this. Why I'm saying this is because there is a lot of efforts put to get you placed. And all of this is done free. And if you see, majority, there are many who are not Roman students as well. So if so much of them are putting efforts, then we also seek effort from your side as well. And all of this is for you, and you also should do this. If all of them do and if you don't do, it is utter failure. So first, let me get the question over here. Question is something like this. Check if the second string can be achieved by jumbling the first string. For example, okay, there is a small mistake in this, whatever has been typed over here. The thing input is funeral and real fun. So in input, they are giving you two strings. You have to print yes or no. Don't observe this input and output. It's a small, there is a small mistake in this. So user would give you two strings. You know how to take two strings. So first string is funeral, second string is real fun. If you observe, if I jumble up these things, funeral, definitely I can get this. If I jumble up, there are so many different combinations. I can write UNERALF, or I can write LARENUF, or I like that in different combinations. If I write, I can write real fun also. So in all the different combinations, when I try to do, if I get this particular combination, then you have to print S. If I don't get this combination, you have to print no. That's all the problem is. And this problem is not very complicated. It might sound complicated, but it's very simple problem, and we have actually solved everything that is necessary for this problem. Now I just want to check how many of you are capable of doing it. That's why I'm given this. Now I'm really expecting in the WhatsApp group, based on this, I'll be solving the problems tomorrow. If you show no interest, then I also would be the same way, and my team also would be in the same way. The whole, because how much effort you put would definitely matter at the end of the day. Not only coding, apart from this, I want you guys to prepare on aptitude and other things as well. Now I don't want to repeat all of this again and again. Over here, I would like to conclude the session today. Tomorrow, we'll again catch up and we'll solve few more problems based on strings, at the same time on arrays. If we are short in time, then what I would like to do is I'd like to give the code and the questions directly to you guys, and you can also solve that. Only in case if we are short in time. That's all about today. Thank you so much.